Alright, hello everyone. I've gotten a few questions on how I do my velocity, which, I'm not, I'm definitely not a pro at it. I've only really started doing velocity transition since about mid-November. But, I've gotten some questions anyway, and I just wanted to show kind of how I do it. And firstly, I apologize for any fan noises, and if either I completely blow the mic or my voice is way too quiet over the fans, because I have a really quiet voice and talking fairly loud is quite an effort for me. But anyway, this is my 1917 project file, and if you're worried, I've hidden all the spoilers that were in it. But I really just wanted to work with this clip specifically, because really this was just utilizing the camera movement, and that's really the first and foremost thing about velocity, is that utilize your shots and really analyze what can move to the next thing. And this isn't the best example because I used a shake to transition there, but I used one over here. So for this transition, you can see, like, in the clip, the camera's panning to the right, so I just zoomed it a bit, and for this one it continued to pan to the right. So use your clips, analyze where the camera's heading, and that's really why I like 1917, because it's a continuous shot movie. So it's really, really good for velocity. So you can see these two shots just kind of lead into each other. But I'm gonna do this clip, and with these adjustment layers, you see that I just do a bit of blur mode curves. I mean, just basic. I did a side zoom here, which, you can see these keyframes, they're not anything I really want to cover. But, and it's honestly, like, you don't even need to do much. You're with blur mode curves or transform or whatever you're using to make your zoom, you really just are trying to help the velocity out. Just kind of giving it that extra movement. But, the velo clip is in here. And always add RSMB when you're doing velocity, and then, do it after, don't do it during, like as you're making it, because sometimes your computer can crash because RSMB really does not like computers sometimes. Anyway, not the point. But I'm just going to delete this. This is what it looks like now. And then we'll just try to recreate that. So first, that's not his, but TWIXTOR. And then, so an important thing is you really have to mess with the frame rate. With clips that are, so I'll go back to this for an example. With clips that are a lot of movement, I know this one, he's pushing through all these guys. There's a lot of character movement. With this, I put the frame rate up a lot, way more than I usually do. But I usually do like 12 to 15, because when your camera's panning slowly and there's not a bunch of movement from your subjects, that's what you want, is a low frame rate. Because if you do a high frame rate, then there's going to be frames that are just still, kind of like this, and these two frames will stretch on for like 5, and it'll just look really choppy. So just really play around with the frame rate, and that's kind of, so I think I had 15 on here, so what did I want to do? There we go. So starting at 100, I usually do like 300, but with things that are really slow camera movements, just mess around with the values, honestly. So I'm gonna do 500 here. And then to slow it down, I will do, let's just say 40. I usually do 30 or 40. And then I think I had one at 0, so I'll put that at 300. So already we're gonna get some sort of effect there. So I might even put this up 570. Yeah, I think that's a bit closer. I'm never always gonna get an exact replica, but I want these to change a bit. I want you. Sometimes I honestly do leave it just like this and be like, RS and B, let's go, and then I call it a day. But sometimes, like for this, a lot of times you will put them in easy A's. So easy A's there, and then really put it really light with your graphs, because like with the transition you'd usually do that or something. Not with this. You're gonna just really light, and then I'll do that. And like if you want the motion to happen quicker, you know, you guys know graphs. This is, and if you don't, there's a lot of tutorials out there with more basic things. So that's just a quick graph. And I think I had a second keyframe here, so I'll actually just do that for an example. So sometimes I want it to stop, then just want it to keep going at that speed so it doesn't move as quickly. So I'll do 500 here. So I'm just keeping it going 40 for a while. That's honestly probably too long, but it's fine. And I'll do that. That's kind of it. Seems very anticlimactic, but that's really all I do, and it's just mess around with your values. And I know people say that in tutorials all the time, and I'm a person that's like, just give me the value you want me to do, but that's just not how things like these work, because everything's just so different. You just have to keep trying things and see what you like. So, and then if we go back to the original, I'll put that's not it, the blur no curves on that. So I think for the original I probably sped it up in the first keyframe a bit more, but I mean this is a pretty close replication, and for anything this is most definitely how I do it. So that's really, like I said, very anticlimactic, but that's really it. I'm not very special. This is really just, these are how I do my clips. Yours could be different. Yours will be different. But this is just kind of the basic pattern you want to follow. So for anyone that wanted this, I hope this helped. And for anyone that just stumbled across this, I hope this helped. But yeah, I'm just rambling at this point, so thank you for watching. Follow, I guess, I don't know. Bye.